We are having a very busy Monday morning. We are doing punchkis, and Felicia's spinning on her head trying to get all these orders done, so that's a good thing. We really expanded this business, and that's what I'm going to get into today, because in one of these points near the end of the video I have really revealed how we almost went bankrupt because of my mental rigidity that didn't allow me to really see the bigger picture. So if you're new here, thanks for popping in. We are a channel all about small business and personal finance. If you're interested in any of that, please subscribe and do us a favor. We really want to grow this channel like every other YouTube channel. I don't know why I have to explain that. But thanks for popping by. And please like this video. It helps our information get to other people who are just as interested in small businesses as you are. And everyone who presses the like button gets a free apple sent to their house. So I think it'll be helpful in this video to provide you guys with the biggest mistakes that I made while owning this grocery store. Yes, these coolers are very loud. It's just part of the environment around here. So there will be some background noise, and I hope you guys can still hear me clearly. I really want to spit some truth in this video and give you the honest things that happened to me in the last 4 years now while running this place, and hopefully again you can avoid them as much as possible. So one of my biggest mistakes that I made, and this one almost, and I will be honest with you, almost cost me this entire business, is simply not calculating the amount of money we would need to run this place for the first year without really bringing any money in. I had started this business thinking we could run it, you know, much more lean than possible. We can keep the inventory very low and just buy a little bit as we needed. But when you have a store or a business, you realize things cost much more than you expect. They take a lot longer than you expect, and you know, it really begs the question on, you know, is it a bigger risk to not do the calculations for a little bit more money so you can stay in business longer, or should you really restrict and try to save as much money as possible while starting your business? And I always advise to go with the option to take more money out than you think you need, so you can run your business smoothly for the lean first couple years. And I hope you don't take this as, you know, I'm telling you guys to take out huge loans or anything like that. I am basically telling you, do the math, get the calculations accurate to start the business and run the business for a year and a half without taking any other money out of that business. You will need more than you think. So for my personal example with this store, we started with basically nothing. I had some personal savings, and I also took a business loan, and it simply barely got us to the opening day. So that being said, the first 6 months of this business were one of the most stressful times in my life, because there's bills coming in, the place is generally busy, but to operate a business, there's many expenses every single month that may not be covered by your first few months of sales. So keep that in mind, that you will need a little bit extra cash flow in those lean years, and I didn't do that. So I want you to avoid that extra stress. The second big mistake that I made that generally cost me, I don't even want to think about how much money, but my lack of advertising. I had the notion that, you know, as long as I build this place out, the neighborhood wanted it, the research was done, people will just flock to my place because it's convenient, we're friendly, we have great products, our quality. I really lacked that understanding that you need to be in front of your customer's face every single day, or people will forget about you week to week. There's just so much going on in the world and in people's lives, and they do not think about your business like you do. They aren't waking up and saying, I gotta go shopping at this store, I gotta go eat at this cafe, I wanna try this restaurant. That may happen generally, but it won't happen as much as you think it will. You are not famous, you are not, you know, a local celebrity, you are a business trying to make it. Therefore, you need to spend money on advertising. I, on the other hand, thought Instagram pictures and Facebook was enough to get this place going, and it simply wasn't. It takes way too long to rely on those two things of free advertising, and they do help and they're great. We've done great sales with those two types of free advertising, but it's simply not enough to get your name out there in the first few years. Relying on word of mouth is also great. You know, that's how people, you know, get to know your business, just through, you know, other people. But pretty much that's what word of mouth is. But providing good customer service and good products and being convenient, other people will tell their friends about your business. But that simply takes way too long to really build a true, you know, well-oiled machine. And that's why, again, focus on some sort of paid advertising, whether it's social media advertising that you pay into or boost your ads, or, you know, radio, print ads. You need to try all of things that you think will stick in the first little while, and then you can focus on the one that does best for you, the one that performs best for you. But do not rely on, if you build it, they will come, because you're going to zero quick. Equipment breakdown, or another financial fiasco that comes unexpectedly. This, for my business, is equipment breakdowns. Things will break, no matter if they're new, old, they've just been maintenance. One thing will break, then you'll go a little while where everything's fine, and another thing will break. It's just part of being in business. There's no one else to pay for it. You're the boss. You want it to be self-employed. It is on you to come up with the money to fix it so you can keep your place running. In my personal experience, the first 6 months, I'm not sure if the universe was testing me or what. We may have had 3 to 4 breakdowns on coolers, another one on our POS system that all costed money to fix, that all costed time to fix, which prevented me from using those coolers to make more sales. So we needed the extra cushion of money that I didn't have in the first few months, because they are lean months, you're just starting out, and we had to figure out how to pay for them. Now we managed to scrape by. We managed to, you know, fix them step by step and kind of delay it as much as possible to acquire the funds without having to reach out for other loans. But those things did happen, and that's why I suggest you expect them to happen, because unfortunately in life, things will break down. And in your own business, the more you are making, the more you are spending to keep things going, and the more equipment, personally, I would have. Even now, we have much more equipment than before, so there's much more things to break down and maintenance and have to fix, which all cost more money. So it's the price of doing business that you will have to account for. When I first started, I didn't account for it. I just thought, you know, these coolers will last like a fridge in a house and they'll never break down. Unfortunately, there's a lot more to them, and things didn't go my way. And I know what you're saying, you know, Ray, if you bought new equipment, this wouldn't have happened to you. Yeah, that's true, but you know, we didn't start with a ton of money like I was saying, so that's the position we were in. If you asked me 4 years ago that I would be selling punchkis on Fat Tuesday, I would have laughed at you, because my original plan was never to get involved with any other food. I strictly wanted to be in the fruit and vegetable business. This is what I did at my previous job. I was a produce clerk. I didn't run a grocery store, I worked in a grocery store, and that's what led me here. However, I was only in the produce department, so I wanted just to be fruit, vegetables, maybe a few other things, but never would I have ever expected to be part of this tradition and selling hundreds and hundreds of punchkis every day. Oh, sorry, not every day, every year, and actually making a pretty good profit from it. So that is what I'm getting at. You cannot stay rigid in your planning. Just because you started with one plan doesn't mean you can't try new things, or, you know, adapt into other things, or find new trends and fads and make your business grow just like that. It's one of my personal mistakes. I had this rigid mindset that it was just going to be strictly produce, fruits and vegetables. Everyone's happy. It's easy for us. We don't have to deal with 10,000 different vendors. But, you know, then I realized there's a lot of waste with fruits and vegetables. There's a lot of things being thrown out. So we started repurposing those things that had a dent or two into full-on meals, and then we, you know, brought in kombucha. We took on local honey. Then we had a few coffee roasters do our branding. So then, you know, slowly we became a full-service market, and I've never looked back. I can never go back to just doing simply produce. We wouldn't be able to survive at the volume that we used to do. So that's the point I'm trying to make. You need to be able to adapt, try new things. For example, we really jumped onto the keto wave, and then, you know, we always started carrying more and more vegan stuff. That's a huge diet that is really really helped our business. And honestly, without certain changes in this business, we would not be here today, and I wouldn't be making this video. So always keep adapting, growing, changing your business as best as you can without, you know, spending a ton of money. Which leads me to my last and final point, and that ties in with, you know, we got too strict and complacent on one end, and then I went a full 360 and was letting too many ideas influence this business, and we had too much extra flow, we'll say, in products that simply didn't have any return on investment, because I just kept buying more and more products because I said, all right, this is going to be a full-on market. You know, we might as well fill it with everything and anything that anyone offers me, because it'll sell. And I had so much trust in this business and the customers that were coming in that I thought whatever I bought, no matter what, someone's gonna come and pick it up. There's something for everybody in this store. And that simply wasn't true. I was buying cookies that no one heard of, jams that no one heard of, olive oils that no one heard of, just because I said this is new, this is something people are gonna buy. And guess what that did? That tied up money for months and months and months. No one bought it. It eventually probably expired, or we ended up eating it or giving it away for half price just to get it off the shelves. And then what did that end up leading me to do? Give money to the vendors who didn't really care if it sold or not, and didn't care if my business really succeeded. Really try to manage your cash flow. You really want to do research on everything you're spending money on. You want to be able to control every penny that's going in and out, and that's how you stay in business. That's how you're going to be doing this for the long term. If you can finally figure out how to completely manage your ingoing and outcoming money, especially in a business where there's so many products, and really do your research on what you're bringing into your store, because just because it looks good doesn't mean anyone's going to buy it. If it's trending and, you know, your vendor says, oh, this is really selling good, you say, you know what, where is this selling good? And you actually want to go to that store and see if it's actually on that shelf, because people will tell you anything just to make a sale. Just be aware of that as well, because it's your money at the end of the day. So I hope I provided some value for this in this video today, where we got a lot going on back here. Felicia's doing punchki orders or pakski. I'm not sure how it became punchki from the word pakski. If anyone knows, please correct me in the comments below. That's it for this video. Have a great day, and much success to you.